Looking to hire or be hired? Joseph W. Brady tells what his company looks for from a job applicant.
We look at their resume, we look at what they send, we look at how they send it, we look at the format that they send it. Terry, this is not good news, and I'm sharing with people what the reality is. This is reality. We have tried to find in the last 60 days a marketing director and an office manager to take over for what Taylor's doing. We have received 200 resumes, and the majority are garbage. They're garbage. Our younger people do not have the soft skills. Okay, so they don't know how to prepare it. We've had people send us an email, 2 sentences that makes absolutely 0 sense, and they want to know about the job, and you're thinking, we need you to have some fairly good grammar. I think that part of the problem in markets like ours, okay, this is not happening as much in Orange County or along the coast. In markets like ours, when the feds are paying people to stay home, so in this last garbage bill, okay, that Biden put out, okay, it hurts employers like us, okay? I can tell you, people have said to me, why would I come to work for you when I can sit at home at $300 a week? So they were getting $400, and they whacked it to $300, and I know some people are upset with it. Terry, we are training our country to sit at home. And we wonder why China's kind of kicking our butt, okay? And the Chinese are ramping up. I mean, they want to have the biggest military force in the world. They don't pay people in China to stay at home. Why all of a sudden did we start paying people to stay at home? So yeah, the hiring issues on up here I think are pretty challenging. And it's because we are paying people as a society to stay home. And I can tell you, so anybody gets upset, says, oh, that guy's a capitalist or whatever, there are people looking to work. I heard the other day, Terry, that 50% of people in America are at home not working today. 50% of those that can go to work. Well, if you're at home and you're sitting watching this and you're throwing stones at the TV or your computer, I'm glad you are. So in markets like the high desert, the Antelope Valley, parts of the Central Valley, north of Bakersfield and Fresno, you see these pockets where people can't hire people. So if you can't hire people, you can't increase your profits, pay more taxes. So you're kind of stuck. So we've had to sit down internally and say, what do we do? We sold one of our businesses out in Barstow recently to a great guy, Kevin Patterson, out of Rent Source in Palmdale, and he's a younger guy, so he's one of those that is all about, he's paperless. So our property management company was loaded with paper. I'm loaded with paper. I love paper, and he's having a hard time finding a property manager. So we kept a database of property managers on up here. We sent out an email for him 2 weeks ago to literally 400 people that were in the property management business in one of the 5 cities, in the area. We've Googled, we've done all that, we've captured all this stuff. Do you know how many resumes he got? Zero. He's willing to pay $50,000, $50,000 to be a property manager in Barstow. He can't find anybody. Here is a guy that bought a business, did everything that he said. We interviewed him. We had 9 offers. We passionately sat down with 5 people over a long period of time. And the thing that shined, he is political. He's from the Antelope Valley. He knows a lot of the same people that we know. And so we felt very, very comfortable. And he wants to be a part of Barstow. I'll tell you one thing that he is doing. He sat down with the mayor, Paul Cordy, recently. And I want to commend Paul. One of the first things that Kevin saw in Barstow was lack of code enforcement. So he went up to the city. He didn't call me. He didn't say, Joe, can you introduce me to Paul Courtney or Dr. Hart at the city? He went up there and apparently ruffled some feathers. So it's nice to know that we're kind of the same type of people, and was really upset at the city and how code enforcement was. And now him and Paul are working in tandem to work on code enforcement, and Kevin's able to bring real life, situations and experience. So, Kevin's down in the Santa Clarita Valley, he's in the Antelope Valley, he's got properties over here within our region. Now he's in Barstow, he's in Mammoth, he's in Idaho, he's going into Tennessee. This guy's growing his company, but the one thing he brings is real experience. So he can sit down with the city manager and say, this is what we got to do. So I really plead with all the leaders out in Barstow to bring all the property managers together. I've told Paul Cordy personally that we would send send out in the mail to the entire list that we have of 400. Because I think what Paul wants to do is he wants to reshape Barstow. The new council wants to reshape Barstow. They got huge problems out there, and then what they learn there hopefully will then will everyone will help here. So
Updating economic development across the Mojave River Valley and High Desert on our next edition of Joseph W. Brady Online. We hope you'll join us. Thank you for watching.